Hi, Nikki Duffy here from choosingfortoday.com. And today's question is, what if people around me don't want me to change? And that can often be the case because a lot of people think that change is a bad thing, and they think that there's many people who just want everything to stay the same, and everything just to be carry on as normal. And a lot of people find change as challenging and uncomfortable. And so I get this question a lot in my coaching practice, Choosing for Today, when, as you can guess from the name of the business, it's all about helping people choose more, choose to be more, receive more, and have more in their lives. And it can be challenging for the people around them who just want everything to stay the same. It's like, why can't you be satisfied with things as they are? Well, if you're anything like me, you can't be satisfied because why should you be? Why should you be settled for second best? Why should you settle for average, for a small life, for a boring life, for a life that never changes? How dull, how boring. I used to help people stop smoking using hypnotherapy back in 2002. And a big worry for the people who came to me to help them to stop smoking is they were desperate to stop smoking. They weren't able to breathe. It was affecting their health, it was affecting their finances, it was affecting every area. They'd come to a stage where they hated everything about smoking. They hated the smell in their hair, on their clothes, and it was making them ill, physically ill. And yet they were worried about losing their friends who were smokers, because when there's a group of smokers, everybody doing the same thing, and you get that with any kind of group. You get similar things. So a group of people who go out drinking together, and somebody decides not to drink for a month. It can rock the boat. It can create waves. It can make the other people uncomfortable. And a lot of people who came to me to help them stop smoking in the old days were worried that their friends who were smokers would feel uncomfortable because they were choosing more for their lives. I mean, how insane is that? When you think of, we all know how there's no question about how dangerous, how harmful smoking is in people's lives. Smoking cigarettes kills people and makes them ill. And yet the people coming to me to help them stop smoking, they were theoretically risking their lives to stay with their friends, because their friends who were smokers, because they didn't want to upset their friends who were smokers by choosing not to smoke anymore. How insane is that? So what I'm inviting you to is make the choices that work for you. Don't worry about what other people are choosing in their lives. And if it doesn't work for other people, then, if other people, they just want to stay small and play small in their lives, then perhaps they're not the right people to have in your life. Perhaps it's just as well if they no longer want to be in your life. Because people who think they want everything to stay the same, actually, life is ongoing and changing all the time. It's changing with the seasons. Every breath we take, we're changing that air into carbon monoxide. When we breathe it in, it's one thing. When we breathe it out, it's something different. Life is change. So don't worry about the people around you who may not want you to change. That's their issues. You need to choose for you. You need to choose what works for you. Or else if you refuse to choose, you might get to a stage like my old non-smoking people, where they got to a stage where they could no longer breathe. You need to make the choices in your life that help you breathe, that help you expand, and that create more for you in your life. And you don't need to tell everyone, you know, just for me, just for fun, never tell anyone. So if it helps you, if it helps the people around you to not say, I'm making big, amazing changes in my life, you don't need to do that. You don't need to make big announcements. Just choose for you and choose what works for you, and let other people choose what works for them. And sometimes your paths you'll be a contribution to each other, and maybe you choosing more for you will have a different effect. You know, maybe you're worried that it will upset people around you, and yet maybe you choosing more for you is the spark. It's that ignites a fire in them, and they choose more for them. You never know. Things never show up the way you expect them to. So anyway, today's tool is just for me, just for fun. Never tell anyone. Choose for you. So I'm Nikki Duffy from choosingfortoday.com, and thank you for joining me today. And if you like the video, please click like, please subscribe, please share it with people you think may benefit too. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Ciao for now.